Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to lesson number 6 of the Surah al-Qasas Tarkeeb. So as you can see, I've started to apply some new things to the lessons. So I hope you guys enjoy them. If you don't enjoy them, or if you think I should go back to the old style, then please let me know in the comments. Jazakumullah khair. Alright, so wow here would be wow either ataf or it would be isti'naf. Again, you'd have to look at what's before it, as I mentioned before. Right, next, harramna. This is from the letters ha, ra, mim, which actually means to sanctify. It means to make unlawful, to prevent, to stop. It has that kind of a meaning. Okay, maradi'. This is either from the word murdi', which means a woman who is a breastfeeding woman, or it means and I mean at this stage I just want to mention one thing, which is that if you add a ta at the end, ta murdi'atun, that means a woman who is breastfeeding at that moment in time. So if the child is at that moment in time drinking milk from her, you call that woman a murdi'atun with a ta. And if she's just a breastfeeding woman, if she's in those few months where she breastfeeds, you call her a murdi'. So breastfeeding woman, BFW. So breastfeeding woman, murdi'. So maradi' is either a plural of murdi' or it's a plural of marda', the place where breastfeeding takes place, i.e. the breast itself. Or it's a masdar, which actually means breastfeeding. So there's three possible meanings here. Right, qabl. Qabl normally is mudaf, and after that you'd have a mudaf ilayhi. However, if the mudaf ilayhi is removed, in some of the cases you add a single dhamma at the end, so min qablu. Fa is fasihiyya, as we've mentioned before. Qalat, okay, we've mentioned that, it's from qawl. Adullu is from dal, lam, which means to direct or to show someone direction, to indicate. Dalla yadullu, and you can find that in the dictionary. Ahl, which means family or someone who is qualified for something. Ahl, indigenous. Bayt, it means bayata, which is a place that you spend the night in. So a home is called a bayt because you spend the night there normally. So bayt. Yakfuluna, this word is from kafala. Kafala literally means to take care of, to support, to be there when they need. It's called kafala. Nasih is from the word nun sad ha, which means to want good for someone else. So wanting good for someone else is called nasaha, nun sad ha. Wanting something pure for someone, something that's got no harm in them. Anyway, let's move on then. Why did Allah say haramna and he didn't say mana'na? Okay, although the word man'a comes in the Quran. Maradi', why did Allah say maradi' and not nisa? Haramna alayhi nisa. Interesting. These are things for you guys to think about. Or why didn't he say laban? Haramna alayhi laban. And why did he start off with a question? Right? Why didn't he just use the statement? Adullu, why didn't the girl say ukhbirukum or adhkurukum or adhkur lakum? Ahl bayt, why didn't he just say imra'a? Hal adullukum ala imra'atin, a woman, or murdi'atin? Right, so these are things to think about as well. Bayt as well, why mention the word bayt? What does that have inside of it? Yakfuluna is from like we said kafala, but why not mention yurdi'unahu, that they will breastfeed him? Yurdi'unahu or yahfadunahu, or any other word which has the meaning of taking care of. Nasih, why didn't he mention another word which has meaning like muhsinuna, be very, very good towards, or show the best treatment. Hum lahu nasihun, why mention it in that form? Okay, min qabalu. So these are kind of things I just want you guys to think about. So if you're going to look at tafsirs, it helps you. Anyway, harramna, fi'l and fa'il. So we, meaning Allah, the authority. Alayhi jar is majroor, and jar majroor put together becomes muta'alliq, connected to harramna. Al-maradi', so al-maradi' is the maf'ul bihi. Okay, so min jar, qablu is the majroor, even though it's got dhamma, mabni ala dhamm. So jar majroor muta'alliq. So you can either make this muta'alliq to the maradi', or you can make it muta'alliq to harramna. If it's maradi', then it means those breastfeeding women which were before. And if it's harramna, then it means harramna min qabl, we made haram before. فصحية قالت, so you have قالت here, this is a fi'l and a fa'il. هل أدلكم, استفهام. أدلكم دل يدل is the fi'l plus the fa'il meaning I, and kum which is the maf'ul bihi all put together. على is jar, and أهل مضاف, البيت مضاف إليه, مضاف plus the مضاف إليه. Well, the أهل becomes, or bait becomes the ma'tuf alayhi, right? The mawsuf rather, not ma'tuf alayhi. Mawsuf. Now, if it's the mawsuf, we need a sifa. So yakfulunahu is a fi'l plus fa'il, which is them, whom, and who, which is the maf'ul bihi. Fi'l, fa'il, maf'ul bihi all put together with a jar, lakum. And kum is majroor, it's a pronoun, damir. Jar majroor is going to be muta'alliq to yakfulunahu. Yeah. Sifa plus the mawsuf put together becomes the majroor of ala, this ala over here. And then all of that becomes muta'alliq to adullukum. Okay. And now finally, waw is hal, hum is mubtada, lahu jar majroor is muta'alliq to nasihuna. This is obviously brought forward for balagha purposes, and it has a deeper meaning than just nasihun lahu. So fi'l, actually sorry, it's not fi'l, I wrote that out. It's actually ism fa'il, which behaves like a fi'l. Okay, so ism fa'il. So the ism fa'il, all of that becomes the khabar of lahu, of hum, and there you have it, becomes a hal, and then it's describing the hal of them. Lakum, yakfulunahu lakum, for you. So حرمنا عليه المراضع من قبل was one sentence. قالت هل أدلكم على أهل بيت يكفلونه لكم وهم له ناصحون. All that is the second sentence. So you got two major sentences here, and then that second sentence has three parts to it. Okay, so if I write these down, as you can see I've highlighted them here, but if I write them down, it makes more sense. So all of that is one, and then all of that is two, right? So there's two major parts to this verse, and then in that second part there's actually three parts there. So you have one there, هل أدلكم. Number two is يكفلون لكم, and the third one there. So 3, 4, 5. So that 5 parts, 5 sentences, and the last 3 are actually incorporated in second. Okay, let's look at the translation of this then. So حرمنا, we prevented, yeah, we stopped, we didn't allow, عليه, upon him, yeah, we made prevented upon him, breastfeeding women, that's if you take that meaning, or the place of breastfeeding, meaning breasts. We made him not want breasts, masdar, or he made him not breastfeed. From before that. Now what does from before that mean? This is like a big discussion the Mufassirin have. Does it go back to, before the girl, his sister, found him or saw him? So then فقالت, so then she. Now I just want to mention here the fa fasihiyya. So the fa fasihiyya, like we said before, is that it incorporates a hidden sentence inside of it. So whatever was mentioned before, basically you assume that. So here faqalat, it would mean this. Therefore, after all of this, after the girl found him and she entered into the king's palace, and she saw that the child was not drinking the milk of the women, she said this. So you can tell that the Quran has lots of hidden sort of sentences, like an ellipsis style, where you have to understand or assume what's being said. The Quran expects you to know what's being said. Okay, so she faqalat, she said, shall I direct al-adullukum, or you could say to in English, direct you to. In Arabic it's ala ahli bayt, people of a household. So ahli bayt, people of a household. Yakfulunahu, so here put in brackets who will. That's because yakfulunahu is a sifa of bayt, of ahli bayt. Take good care of him. Yakfulunahu lakum, for you, for all of you, they will take good care of him. Wahum lahu nasihun, whilst they want good for him. Now it's difficult to be able to translate this properly because you have the issue of the sentence here. Wahum lahu nasihun is actually a jumla ismiya. It's a noun based sentence, and the previous one yakfulunahu lakum is actually a fi'l based sentence. So trying to capture the meaning of the ism based sentence is quite difficult. That's one issue. The other issue is as well that you have to try and appreciate the way that the sentences are being brought. So the effect that you get from a fi'l sentence is not the effect that you're going to get from ism. So for example, yakfulunahu lakum is something which is a fi'l, which means it will occur in a certain time. However, hum lahu nasihun is more permanent. So it's like wahum lahu nasihun. So this family is well known for wanting good for him. In other words, this is their sign. They will always want good for him, day, night. Nasihun. Hum lahu nasihun. Now some of the Mufassirin have actually discussed this and talked about, okay, when she said yakfuluna wahum lahu, what does that who go back to? Does it go back to the child or does it go back to the king? So this is like a disgusting in tafsir. I don't want to go too much into these kind of issues, and I'll leave that to you guys. But I just want to give you an understanding of how much depth there is in these verses. So, like I said, over here you have hum lahu nasihun, and then all the previous sentences. So, Jazakallah khair. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask me, or comments, or you want me to change anything slightly, put it in the comments, and inshallah I'll have a look at it. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Jazakallah khair for all the guys who are supporting me through Patreon. May Allah accept it from them and bless them. And if you would like to support me through Patreon, then you can click on the icon, or you can actually go to the link in the description below and you can click on there. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.